we are not just related by blood, but also by what our purpose is. That's what keeps us to work every day. Of course, not every day is easy
Right.
because we are
Like
all-
love.
It's still a bit. That's right.
We have one purpose, and that is to make people as much as possible to enjoy
Yep.
every moment. Not only the food, to have good service, to have a good memory, to live here. So when they come back, they have the same feeling every time they're here.
Your guests become the
Yeah.
reward for
Yes.
the
Yes.
effort you're putting in.
Yes.
This is my 5th trip to Kosovo. I think in the past 18 months, 2 years. The one place I have to stop is Renaissance, where we are right now. Extraordinary restaurant. You guys have built just an amazing, amazing place here. It's a family business. Tell me about how you got started.
So it all started just after the war. My father had little money left. It was like around 4,000, 5,000. And it was a restaurant with only 4 chairs, where today is cathedral. So that road was very famous because it has, before the war, the first coffee shops, bars, and that's where we started. So with some money, we started to serve people. At that time, it was a very complicated time. And then with those money, we would buy cutleries, new glasses, and then step by step evolving.
So you had one table.
4 tables.
4 tables.
4 tables,
Yeah,
yes.
restaurant with a 4 table was
And a 4-table restaurant. And so you were
like
just,
Yeah.
I mean, every,
when we built that restaurant was like the idea start to make this, to take the stone from the
Yeah.
nature, to build very with the wood. The passion of my father was building with the wood. That's why I have this masterpiece that he made today that people enjoyed. But that small restaurant was same atmosphere with the wood and with the seat. But we didn't have like we have a lot of passion, but the war finished and the atmosphere was like completely different. We didn't have too much money, start working, doing, but we have this passion. When the first that 4th table when we make was our table is moving,
yeah,
was not great construction,
yep.
but we fix it after the time.
So you're building from those 4 tables, and it's not this restaurant that we see today,
No.
but you're growing from that point to to start to develop the reputation, start to develop into what Renaissance is today. How did you beautiful? How did you do that? Like how does a 4-table restaurant turn into the premier restaurant in Kosovo?
It's all got to do with patience and a lot of passion.
Yep.
So that was our father's virtue, which he also passed it to us.
Yeah.
So he teach us to be patient and to have a lot of passion in what you do. So that was what got us here. Life, of course, has ups and downs, but this is where we are today. We built this place also by everything from the beginning.
Yep.
It was just an idea on the brain. My father, he used to come here when he find this place, and he said, no, how it's going to look.
Yeah.
We didn't have any architect, engineer, so everything was from mind to paper and to start to do it.
So your father had the vision for this building. I mean, this building is extraordinary, right? So I mean, you drive, and just for anybody who hasn't been to, and most people who are watching this have not been to Prishtina.
Yeah.
This is a normal street in Prishtina. You come down,
Yes.
there's a wooden doorway. You walk into that doorway,
Yeah.
and there's something magic that happens, right, when you see it.
Yeah.
Tell me about your father's vision for what
Our father was,
He's built here.
our father was like a rhetorics between.
He was like Christ's professional. He was
carpenter.
carpenter.
Carpenter, yeah.
He loved wood. He loved things to do by hand.
Yeah.
He was really
Edhe
good.
na e kena mësu dërimin të ai se kur punon me dru mëson dërimin, mëson
So
procesin.
what the wood and the master teach you, and the process, it takes time.
Yeah.
It's a lot of techniques, a lot of things. You have to find the place, what kind of wood you're using, how you're showing it in the best way possible.
Yep.
So that's where how we got into this.
Tell me, so each stone, I mean, the stone is symbolic in here. The wood
Yes.
has been reclaimed. I mean, where did the stone come from? Where did the wood come from? You know, as he had this vision for building
Yes.
this.
So the story of the stone dates back in old times, because this is a stone by Albanians. They used to make roads.
Yep.
So they're still in Turkey. When you go to Turkey, this is called Arnaut Kaldram. So Arnaut is Albanian.
Yep.
They were calling Albanians Arnaut. Kaldram is the stone.
Yeah.
So they used to use this stone to make roads. So it goes way back from that time. That's why it's used specifically this type of stone. While the outside stone is also very typical of this region and used for making buildings lining or limitation, like
Yeah.
a fortress.
Yep.
So they use this kind of stones outside for like to limit the space,
Yep.
to have the privacy, and then this kind of stone we use it because it's linked to us, to Albanians.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in this place you
yeah.
find it horizontally and vertically. So it's
And the wood, I mean, we walked in and we were standing outside and the team started putting a tablecloth on here, and you said, don't put the tablecloth on.
Yes.
The wood has an energy.
Yes.
What's the energy of that wood?
It's would have everything. It's have a memory. So when I can make it young. I can rebuild it, but it's good to stay in that. I can put but the history that I know.
Yep.
I know the table here. I was with my love here. I was with my mother here. It's very important.
Yeah.
You've been here.
Yeah.
You enjoyed in this table. Yeah. So that energy stay here.
Yeah.
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 That's energy that stay here.
So, yeah, and I was saying this particular table that we're sitting at,
Yes.
I started a business here. I
Yes,
found business
yes,
partners here,
yeah.
and that at this literal table, and every guest who comes and sits at this table imparts their own energy, and every table around here.
And the people, some customers, when they get back after 1 year, I can see in his eyes, or I don't know, I just feel like when he start to eat, I miss this.
Yeah.
That's the beauty,
Yeah.
because he missed this table, this atmosphere, and it's kind of also the wood have that energy that is so related to human being.
Yeah.
So wood is so important for us.
Yep. And today, you guys, so your father built this incredible building that we're in. Today, you guys are carrying that legacy forward.
Yeah.
You're doing it
Yeah.
in the cooking you're doing
Yes.
here. Tell me about the importance of that legacy in terms of, what you're building here, what you continue to build today in this, in this place.
So, like the construction, we recycled, and we used parts of Kosovo. So
Right.
the stones, the woods, everything is from here. So this is also connected with food, how
Yeah.
we use it. We try to. That's why it's the name Renaissance.
Yeah.
So we live by that motion.
Yep.
So to recreate, renovate, rebirth everything.
Yeah.
What's left behind needs to be also in the future.
Yep.
We need to bring the past also in the future, because that's what makes us today.
Yep. So you're today. I mean, this is, well, first of all, the food. Like, what do I have here?
Yeah, you
This-
have a hivar.
Uh-huh.
But this hivar cooks in a classic way. This first they roast the peppers and they take the skin out, and there's some eggplant inside. So they cook for hours with olive oil, not with the olive oil typically, but there's
Sunflower.
sunflower sometimes, also with bertholmate void. Like in Italian, they say this
Pomace.
pomace olives.
Yeah. Yep.
So this is very. We put a little bit salt, but it's very healthy.
This is a
Yeah,
and
because it's not acidic.
yeah.
That you can enjoy with cheese, with olives. Also, you can put when you cook, for example, cutlet steak or something.
Yeah.
You can put in the top. Makes very interesting.
You talked about patience before, and the patience that we were talking outside about your great grandmother, your
Yeah.
grandparents, your
Yeah.
father, like
Yeah.
the patience that goes into what you cook here. Ivar is a great example of that, right? How long does Ivar take to make? I know it's a very traditional Albanian.
Takes like it depends how many kilo you
Right.
make. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the process is very hard a bit.
Yep.
But when you love something, the time is losing.
Yeah.
There is no time there. So
You.
it's all about to cook the right recipe.
Yep.
Yeah.
And each family has their own variation.
They
on
have
that
Yeah,
recipe.
their own
It's the
twist.
same thing, but some family they have something. They put something.
Yeah.
Somebody put some black pepper. I don't know. They have unique taste. Everybody. It's
Just
the
a
same
bit of-
thing. Yes.
Just a bit of a
yes.
little bit of unique
Yes,
differentiator.
yes.
Yes.
What? So you when I walked in here, we walked in through the gate. My wife and I walked in, and you said this place was built with love.
Yes.
What did you mean? What?
I mean, it was like when you're sincere to do something, that's called love. And
Yep.
you have a hard work. In the same time, you have a shmeton kështu ka njerëz puna shumë e lehtë, ka njerëz shumë e vështirë.
Sometimes the job can be very easy, but sometimes can be very hard.
Yeah.
Uh, That's love.
Yep.
Yeah.
And still being able to endure on the hard days, the
Yes.
easy days.
Yeah.
The easy days are easy. The hard days
Yes.
aren't so easy, right?
That's
so easy.
love.
Yep. And that's the restaurant business
Yes.
too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you look at one of the things that has always amazed me about Kosovo, about Prishtina, the quality of the food, the quality of the restaurants. What's happened in the culinary scene here that over the past few years, and where does that continue to evolve? Do you think?
The gastronomy, since after the war, I would say,
Yeah.
it didn't evolve in big steps or fast. It's evolving every day, but in small steps. Someone might think that's not good, but I think that's really good because in long term, we're not making mistakes. We have time to fix things
Yeah.
if needed. So we're going in very small steps, and but everyone, most of the gastronomy here is very unique to what they're doing.
Yep.
Yeah, they have their own style, and they try also to bring the Albanian and Kosovo culture
Yep.
to the table.
So what's the menu here on a because your menu is fixed,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
It's you're cooking with love every night, right?
Yes,
and that's
yeah.
that's a fixed menu based
Yes.
on what you want to be cooked. What's the menu that you're cooking with here on a nightly basis?
Our menu is very simple first, and the idea was like to make when usually because we buy product every day
Yeah.
in the morning in the kitchen nothing left in the end,
Yep.
so we buy every day fresh.
Every day you're
Yes,
you're using
I'm going,
all
yeah,
the
doing
ingredients every
same
single day.
things every day.
Yep.
So the idea was like to make fresh food, to create this food, and also people can enjoy. Also, not to waste food. So we can respect these things. We have olives, we have these cheeses, we have a salad, we have chicken. Sometimes we cook fish, not every day, and we have a fixed menu. So the idea was like not to waste food,
Yep.
to enjoy it. We can ask people here if somebody wants some, they have any allergy or something. We respect. If somebody wants something more, we always give. But Also, we have this Zhubi. Ç'më me qenë e përbashkët.
Also, the menu is made to so that everyone enjoys, everyone shares.
Yeah.
Shares.
Sharing.
It's all about love.
It's a family.
Yes,
It's an experience
yes,
of love. It's a family
yes.
experience.
Our family and our Kosovars, Albanians, they eat in this kind of way.
Right.
Yeah, we take that concept, we put in the table,
Yep.
but in the same time, we wanted this concept to evolve.
To evolve.
To evolve.
To evolve is very important. To make, for example, my grandmother cooks this. I know the old recipe, but we can bring it another different perspective. That thing. Yes, we can grow.
Yeah.
Also to tell the young generation that this is so important to you, but you can make it better or different.
Yep.
Yeah.
But to keep evolving it from the essence that you learned
Yes,
from
yes.
your grandmother.
Yes,
You were
yes.
telling me before you
Yes.
started cooking with your grandmother.
Yeah.
and That's where you learned. And today
Yes.
you're the head chef here.
Yes.
You're focusing on agriculture and kind of in the ingredients you're cooking with.
Yes.
Your brother works here.
Yeah.
Continues to work here. This is still, you're serving as a family, you're serving your guests as a family, you're running this business as a family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that where it continues to build, is
Yes,
to
yes.
kind of continue
Yes.
to root that sense of family into the restaurant?
Yeah, yes, we are not just related by blood, but also by what our purpose is.
Yeah.
So that's what keeps us to work every day. Of course, not every day is easy
Right.
because we are
Like
all-
love.
It's still a bit, that's right.
We
It's
all,
still
we all have our own way of thoughts and way of doing things.
yep,
But in the end of the day, we have one purpose, and that is to advance in this place,
Yep.
to make people as much as possible to enjoy
Yep.
every moment. So not only the food, to have good service, to have a good memory, to live here. So when they come back, they have the same feeling every time they're here.
yeah. Well, so many,
You are our Meryl. Pastura, pitoj.
You're like our mirror.
Yes, you are. For example, when I see you eating, enjoy it, I see myself inside. Because you're having that. I saw my work in your eyes, in your face. I saw my work. Yeah, it's very important that. Yeah,
your guests become the
Yeah.
reward for
Yes,
the
yes.
effort you're putting in.
Yes, yes.
and that's make us rich every day. That's make us rich. Yeah.
Because I mean, it's an extraordinary place.
Yeah.
It's an extraordinary building. You're building a,
Our father was a very simple man,
yep,
and they learn us the simplicity. Api vjen që ashtu,
Simplicity, yes.
simplicity. If you like good cars, you can drive it.
right.
Always simple. You can eat fancy food, you can eat it. But the simple things they told us is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best part.
And is that,
Also, Leonardo da Vinci said the simplicity is most difficult things.
Difficult.
that's right,
Yes.
that's right. Well, it's good to have role models. Like,
Yes,
you know,
yeah.
your cooking follows Da Vinci, right?
Yes, yes.
And is that, I mean, does that instill into everything you're doing, that kind of, that simplicity of we want to cook extraordinary food simply?
Yes,
Right.
simple. Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
That's why it's also the concept of no menu, no
The-
like book.
The
to
best
check.
dishes places in the world, they are simple.
yeah,
Sushi, if you cook, is very simple. But it's to be fresh, it's very simple. But it's famous in the world.
yeah,
Baklava is very simple. You have 2-3 kind of things, but it's the best part in the world.
yeah,
Everybody knows baklava. Everybody knows sushi. Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Hamburger, for example, is very simple, but it's the best thing. Yeah.
when done right.
Yes, when it's done
And when
right.
done with
Yes,
love.
Yes.
Yes.
That's right. Well, I have the fortune of eating all over the world, and in restaurants all over the world, and I come back here over and over and over again because what you're doing
Yeah.
shows because of the simplicity, because of the love. It's just it's an amazing place, and you guys have built an extraordinary restaurant.
Yeah. Also,
that-
it was hard work. Also, yeah.
A restaurant is hard work.
Yeah, hard work.
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's easy. Restaurant business is easy. Everyone knows that.
Yes, easy, but yeah. But every job is you need to hard work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe to open a restaurant, anyone can manage to open.
Yeah.
Consistenza, što bi
Then the
rekao.
consistency
is very
is
important.
what makes the
Because every night needs to be
Yes,
that same
yes,
experience,
yeah.
right?
yeah.
We are
Yeah,
sometimes we are like an actor that you have to play in theater, and you're sick that day, but somebody pays for that, and you need to play.
You're still doing it.
You're still doing
it's
yeah.
That's right. That
you
chicken
have-
still
you
needs to
have
stay
do-
the
yeah,
same.
You have to
Yeah.
deliver.
Yeah.
You have to deliver. You have to give the maximum, the best you can for that much.
Theater.
Like it's the last time you're.
Yeah.
you're
The
an actor.
restaurant is theater.
That's your stage,
Yes, my stage. Yes.
and your stage is out.
Yes.
Your stage is out
Yes.
Yes, I'm like air. I need to be. I need
You're-
to be all
you're just
in all the
floating.
corners.
That's
yes.
right.
That's
That's
my,
right.
That's my spirit.
here. Well, if this is a theater, you guys are building quite the show. Amazing place. We just thank you so much for hosting us tonight,
Pleasure.
being a part of this, and I hope anybody who's watching this, anybody who comes to Prishtina,
Yes.
comes and experiences the same thing I've been so fortunate to experience over and over. So thank you.
Thanks, sir.